Uh, Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name and then what your position in the Vietnam War? Can you tell the Carolina the audience?
Sure. My name is Doug Webster, and 50 years ago and a little bit more, I've spent a career in the Air Force. And back then, I was a C-130 navigator at Clark Air Base in the Philippines. And when the fall of Saigon was coming, we were flying missions in and out several times a day, trying to evacuate as many Vietnamese as we could.
Oh, really? And then after 50 years, you know, the next generation, the Vietnamese next generation, they still honor and then they still make a memory about the Black April. How you thinking? And then you think we need to do that more in the future?
I certainly think so. Yeah, you know, I was on the very last Air Force C-130 out of Saigon. And so this day is very special to me because my airplane that I went in on was destroyed and I almost died that day. So I think about that, and I think we've come a long, long ways in the last 50 years. My hope is that the generations of today and the future don't forget the progress we've made and continue on.
Thank you very much for your service to my country, sir.
Thank you, sir. Ladies, gentlemen, distinguished guests, friends, it is my honor to welcome you to today's events. Today, in the heart of our nation's capital, we gather to mark a moment that forever changed the lives of millions, the fall of Saigon on April 30, 1975. This day is a reminder not only of the end of the Vietnam War, but of the courage, heartbreak, resilience shown in its final hours. It is a day that lives in the memories of American veterans, in the journeys of our South Vietnamese brothers and sisters, and in the stories of those who witnessed the final chapter unfold. For me, it is deeply personal. Just 2 weeks before Saigon fell, I was married. My wife and I began our life together knowing that duty would come first, and it did. I was a crew member on the last C-130 to land at Tan Son Nhut Air Base. That aircraft, our lifeline in the chaos, was destroyed by enemy fire while taxiing on the runway to pick up South Vietnamese passengers seeking to escape from the turmoil around them. With the shelling, passengers standing by all fled the area. Minutes later, we heard another C-130 preparing to start engines and depart. My crew and I were able to board that airplane, the very last fixed-wing American aircraft to depart Tan Son Nhut Airport, Saigon. This was a flight that carried with it the final moments of a chapter none of us will ever forget. But our service didn't end there. At Clark Air Base in the Philippines, my wife was among those who met incoming flights, helping to move Vietnamese evacuees from the C-130s to temporary quarters before they boarded onward flights to Guam. Her quiet strength and compassion she showed to strangers remind me that service takes many forms, some in uniform, some in mere acts of humanity. To the veterans here today, your sacrifice mattered. Your service was real, and it deserves honor, not only today, but every day. To the Vietnamese who fled with hope in their hearts and fear in their eyes, your journey was not just one of escape, but one of courage and faith. You did not just survive. You rebuilt, and you helped reshape the country for the better. So today we reflect on what was lost, on what was endured, and on what was built from the ashes of war. We honor the bonds forged in hardship and the enduring legacy of freedom shared between Americans and the Vietnamese diaspora. Let this day not be one of sorrow alone, but of remembrance, resilience, and reverence. And on a last personal thought, I realize my experience is but a very small part of the vast experiences represented in this audience today. Let me thank all of you for the opportunity to share in honoring our past, but also for the opportunity to join all of you in marching towards an ever greater future. Thank you, sir.
cho tự do trong đêm vang vọng lời ca chứa chan nhiệt tình từ một cô biển bão xe buông từ nhánh sông miền Nam quanh co từ núi non miền Trung. chập trùng giữa đất đai khổ hàng. Không
ai ngờ mình sẽ toàn màn sương, không ai ngăn ngừa cuồng lưu tiến ra đại dương.